Welcome back to the Warm Soul Gallery YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over some Showit scroll actions, transitions, and click actions. So grab your Showit template and let's dive in. So let's start with some scroll actions that are in this real estate website template. So the first scroll action we're going to look at is the parallax. So you'll see when we preview the site, this header image has this really cool, it's called a parallax scroll. So it gives this illusion that you're scrolling past the scene and it gives that depth. So it's a really popular scroll action, easy to do and Showit. So what you're going to do is make sure you're clicked on your canvas background. You'll see that tab right here. And then under scroll, you're going to want to make sure that you're clicked on parallax. If you were going to just do regular scroll with page, just take a quick look at how that scroll looks on the page. So see, it doesn't move. You're just regularly scrolling past it. So we like the parallax. It's a really cool feature. The next scroll action we're going to go over is top on scroll. So if we look at the preview really quick, you'll see when we get down to the services section, these different services kind of like flip through, almost like little flashcards. Now that is a scroll action setting that we have set up. So each of these sections, they are still their own individual canvases. So you can see right here, you have services, you have buyer representation, seller representation, relocation, home staging. But in order to get the top on scroll effect, what you have to do is first make sure that you are clicked on the canvas. So even if you are clicked on this background image instead of just being clicked on the services canvas, you won't be able to see this canvas section, and you need to be able to see this canvas section to change this to top on scroll. So I'll just show that again one more time. If you are clicked on any like individual element in this canvas, like the text or this background image, you won't be able to see that sticky top on scroll setting because you don't have that canvas drop down. So what I do is I'll like click out of it onto another canvas and then click back into the canvas. So now I'm no longer clicked on any element. I'm just clicked on this services canvas. Now I see my canvas settings. So now I see this sticky top on scroll. So I have that setting clicked for all 4 of these canvases. You can see it right here. And that gives that really cool stacking effect. So next we're going to look at some transitions. So let's go to the About page for this one. Okay, so we'll just do a quick preview. We'll do it on desktop. So you can see this text fades in, and then this image also fades in, and as you scroll, some more of this text you see is swooping in. So these are some simple effects that can really add a lot of interest to your page. So let's take a look at the first one. So for this text, when you're clicked on this text, you can go over to transitions on the right and you'll see all these different types of transitions. So you can kind of play around and see which one you like the best. I have this one on fade. You can also set up the time, so how long you want it to fade. I have it for a half a second, and you can even set up a delay. So actually for this text right here, I have the transition set up, but I have it on a half a second delay. So I have our story fading in first, and then a half a second later, learn about our why fades in. And then similarly, if you click on this image, you'll see again under transitions, I have this one set up for sliding in. I have it for a half a second duration. And for slide, you can choose where you want it to slide from. So I have it coming up. So again, just taking a look, see that fades in, and then that image slides in afterwards. Similarly, I have that again set up for this text. I have it on slide, coming up, half a second. And I think the team, yeah, is similar. I have it on 0.75 seconds. So those are just some fun transitions that you can play around with. You can do that for many different elements on your page, and it just really elevates the look of it. And then the last thing I want to show you guys are putting in click action. So obviously to have your website functioning, you want to have links. So every page should have links. You want to direct your user to the page that you're trying to get them to convert or land on. So you'll see on this website, there's a lot of get in touch type of click through buttons. So to set up the click actions, you can, one, click on the text box, go to click actions. For type, this is where you select the type of click you want. So I have this selected on page, and I want it to go to the contact page. I've also set that up for the button object as well, page, contact. And then another way you could do this is if you select both at the same time, you can also do a click action this way, configure link, do the same thing. So you just want to make sure that those click actions are set up wherever you see fit. And besides buttons, it's also a good idea to set them up on like contact information or even images. If you feel like someone is going to try to click on an image thinking it's going to go somewhere, it's a good idea to set up a click action to just be one step ahead and give them that good user experience. So for example, I do have these pictures set up with a click action to the contact page because someone might, inherently think like, oh, I'm going to click on this real estate agent's picture and think I can go to the contact page. So just have those set up throughout your site. And if you guys have any questions on the scroll actions, the transitions, or the click actions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.